Here is Barkley. Left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley. Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap. Moss the block. Burrow going deep. He's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
LeBron leaked out. They didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in on the count. LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts. Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown!
Timeout, SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit, throw. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history. Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore! Is it Francis? Giannis says no! Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. As always, we will recap yesterday. First, nice little run we're on here. 4 straight winning days, 7-1 run. Cade Cunningham under 33.5 PRs. I want to say he finished with 28. We cashed that, no problem. Austin Reeves got sweaty, under 28.5 PRAs. He did finish with 28. Michael Porter Jr. under 31.5 PRAs. We missed that one. I was wrong. Brooklyn played that game very competitive for 3 quarters. I know Miami broke away and ended up winning by, I think, 12 or 16, but that game was more competitive than I assumed. Michael Porter Jr. played 35 minutes, so I was wrong on that one. Still on a nice little 7-1 run. I have 2 to 3 plays out today. Kind of 2, kind of 3. I bet the same player twice. Let me see how the market's moved on that. We can go ahead and get full screen here as well. Brandon Miller is not what we're looking at in the first game. We're going to go here, and then give me a moment. We're going to look at Derek White under his PRAs. I was able to lock this in. I locked this in first at 26.5 this morning, and then some books moved against me, and they're still there. Hard Rock, MGM are the only 2 left, but DraftKings is juiced to the over. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the 27. That being said, 26.5 is still playable for Derek White. What I did is I bet under 26.5. Big news today is obviously Jason Tatum's return. I guess he's still technically questionable, but I think we're all leaning on the side that he does come back. And if that's the case today, he probably runs 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I heard some people guess 4 to 5 minutes per quarter. That wouldn't shock me. But also I think what we need to keep in mind is they're a 15.5-point favorite in this game, right? This season of wins of 10 or more, it's a 56% hit rate, but you can see it's really fallen off of a cliff here since really the start of the new year. If you want to even count the first and the second, if we look at his last set of games here, 5, 10, last 14 games, he's under in 74% of those games, averaging 26.5. I also want to note his minutes here. While there are some rather high minute games, 39 here, they won by exactly 10. 39 here, they won by 11. 39 here, that was a rather convincing win. I'll give you that. 34 here. And that 34 number is kind of what I'm keying in on. You see the average is 34. The average here is 33. And if we look at last year with Tatum and with Brown, it's not an awful hit rate, 45%. It's not great either. And again, one thing I wanted to quote and look at here is if we go wins like 40 minutes, he's not playing 40 minutes if they win this game by 15 points. We can take the wins off completely. And then let's go look at 34 minutes, which is what I really believe his ceiling is here tonight. If the game stays super competitive, I could be wrong. 30 to 35 is what I think we're getting. Hold on, we can clear Tatum now. With Brown this season, it's a 58% hit rate, 55% on the season. That's at the 26.5 number. There are 27.5s available. If it's available at your book, it's a 2-unit play for me. If it's not available at your book, it's a 1-unit play for me. Prop Plug in the building. What's good, Prop Plug?
Yo, I'm off today. I could be here the whole time.
Nice. That's lit. We're still on the first game. Johnny Cleveland, we'll look into those when we get into those games. You got any thoughts in this Boston versus Dallas game? I'll go ahead and get my first play up on the banner.
I'm interested in the Tatum discourse. What you thinking?
I'm thinking like 4 to 5 minutes per quarter. Yeah, I would say his lines are fairly efficient. Point or assists and threes both look to be the more playable number. His assists were 2.5. Yeah, minus 130.
Mm-hmm.
And then his threes were 1.5, minus 130. So I looked at both of those. But I didn't play anything, man. First game back. I don't have high expectations. Jaylen Brown, RAs. So
can you hear me or no?
I got you now. I think you did break out for a second.
Oh shit.
So his RAs are a good question, right? Because it's a good matchup. He went over in the prior matchup, correct? At 14. Even in the minutes Tatum runs, I don't see JB taking a huge step back today. When the playoffs come, JB's played for a month. Are they a 1-2 punch then? Yeah, right now I think it's still JB's show. Let's go see his minutes in blowouts. This is going to be I need this. So in wins of 10 or more, his minutes 32. Look at the back end of these, though. Back end looks really good this season. Let's look at that 15 number. Back end still looks really good. Okay, so who is this? Colin, this is what I'll say. My model agrees with it. The over, if that's what you're asking for. But the blowout worries me a little bit. There is a 130 at DK. I don't know how you don't play that. Colin, I really like that at the DK price of minus 130. FanDuel's minus 146. Don't like it as much there. Prop Plug's gone again. He's having internet issues. Man, Colin, I'll leave this as a lean over. I do lean over, though. The blowout scares me. Cooper Flag, this is what his second game back, 25 minutes in the last one. You know, he said he looks up to Tatum, so there's that. I mean, what do we think? If 25 to 30, I think that's being aggressive on his minutes. It's not like Dallas has anything to play for. I have no Cooper Flag thoughts on this one. I think Dallas is really hard to game plan for today, honestly. I have no Cooper Flag thoughts. Derek White ran the PRAs. So Peyton Pritchard, I think, is also in a unique spot. I saw some love to his overs on the timeline, and I get that it's a layup matchup. I think if this game gets out of hand, Peyton Pritchard could be another guy that gets kind of the shit into the stick in playing time tonight. But Look, I'm a WVU fan. Those of you that don't know, Joe Mazzola played at WVU, so like obviously I'm a big fan of his. If there's anybody that'll play with a rotation, it's him. And he already knows what he's getting out of Peyton. There's no question marks on what Peyton can give you. So if Tatum needs to run the last 5 minutes in the fourth to just, conditioning circumstances, because that's the thing about a player like Tatum. I think just in the terms of conditioning tonight, he's going to get his minutes, albeit I think they're 16 to 20, maybe like 21, 22. He'll still get those in a blowout because it's a conditioning thing. I don't know. My thoughts to Peyton Pritchard are under, but nothing official. Najee Marshall, we've got Bagley day-to-day, Brandon Williams day-to-day. I think Williams missed the last one. Point guard doesn't really have an effect. I don't have stuff for you on the Dallas side of the ball. I know they give up. Is that the fewest in the league and the position? Points-wise, threes-wise, they give up a brick. One for 4, only 5 attempts in the game. Nothing on Clay either. Sam Hauser, Bailey Shireman, they're players that could fall out of the rotation as well today. If you wanted to run their unders, Shireman's, it's 6.5. I probably wouldn't run that. What's his threes line? No. Sam. He is a power forward, maybe some Sam Hauser unders, but nothing else in that game. Just the one official. Let's move on to the next. Brandon Miller, head-to-head. He had 21 in the last matchup versus Miami, 37 minutes. He did have 19 field goal attempts in that game. That was the only one this season. No, that was actually 2 seasons ago. My apologies. So no matchups versus them this season. 13th versus pick and roll ball handler, 15th versus position. Everybody knows about the pace that they like to play with. Let's go season with minutes here. 56% hit rate. Defense versus position outside of the top 10. I will say the model leans over here for Brandon Miller, but I can't quite get there. Just to lean to the over. Tyler Hero, we still got Norman Powell out. Yeah, Norman Powell's still out. Fontecchio is day-to-day, so is Jovic. 25 for Hero in the last matchup, or the last game. Brooklyn, honestly, like a difficult matchup. Let's look at his alts. No. I would lean over Heroes. Played 31 in that last game. Lean over Hero points, but I can't get there officially. If you've been a fan of the show, y'all know, Bam, I'm never on the right side, so I don't even have opinions. Difficult matchup for him today, I'll say. LaMelo Ball, this is where things get kind of interesting. Threes over. I like his threes over today. And you can see I was going through this. This is when Charles Lee was fucking with his minutes. And I have got to come out and say something. It still pisses me off what he does to his minutes. Well, actually, I think that subsided a lot too. Let's be honest about that. He's getting more run now. But yeah, I don't think anyone pissed me off more as a coach than Charles Lee. But he's winning games, so I just got to shut my mouth and live with it. Bottom 10 defense versus position, 25 or more points. You can even just go with 8 or more 3-point attempts. I think in the volume we see tonight, we definitely are seeing 8 or more attempts. It's not like it's a back-to-back. Actually, yeah. Let's go shop a LaMelo over threes. I see the RA's request. I'll get there. Looks like this number is trending up, as in like it might be juiced to the over soon. LaMelo RAs will definitely get to. Lean over the threes a lot. Obviously, you got the fast-paced team in Miami. I don't mind the RAs over either. Threes and RAs both a good lean. Where under his rebounds, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's been seeing a little more run lately. We'll get back to Colin Kneppel because I have thoughts. Let's go look at Ware's minutes last 10. 32, 29, 29. Godspeed if you're betting on Ware. No, I've got no Ware thoughts whatsoever. No Ware thoughts whatsoever. Kneppel's played well in his two matchups versus Miami, 5 for 13 and 5 for 11 from 3. Let's see who played here. Looks like we're missing Brandon Miller in the first game. Looks like we're missing Brandon and LaMelo in the second game. We can just look at the season. He's a rookie. Bottom 10 defense versus position. That looks good. We don't see sub 28, I would say. I would be very shocked. 6 of 10 over his last 10, 65% hit rate on the season. Let's throw LaMelo into the mix. 64, pretty static. Okay. Brandon Miller have any effect on that? Pretty static still. We get an average volume. 9.6 is the average attempts. He had 10 plus in each matchup versus them. Can we bank on 7? Because if we get to 7, it looks really good. I really believe we can get to 7. Prop plug, welcome back. How are we?
My bad, bro. I had a call. Cool off that Celtics game. I think I had left off talking about Tatum, but I'm just gonna wait and see on that game. And this matchup, man, like this should be a good game, but I feel like it's tough to predict. I was looking at some ugly shit. Like I like one of the bigs assists. Like I don't know if you've seen Diabate recently. Diabate has been diamond. Like they've been putting him in actions a lot. His assist numbers have like kind of went crazy recently. His plus money at 2.5 is like plus 170 something. It's like it's a really good price. I just don't know. And then on the other side of the ball, I was looking at what Bam does on back to backs. Bam covers his assists on back to backs, and I want to say he probably has more chances with Norm Powell out. I'm about to go look at that, but this should be a good game. I definitely want action in it. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of angle I want to attack. But yeah, like you look at the Diabate, that shit's like it's green. So I just don't know if it's a trap. But yeah, I like one of the bigs, either Diabate or Bam assist in this matchup, just because I feel like it's a lot of points, a lot of handoffs, and both of these centers have been involved in actions recently.
Yeah, I like him up to 3 plus. I mean, I like him up to 3 plus. Get a high pace game. Minutes have looked good. You got 29, 33, 30, 31, 32, 29, 28. I'm going to assume Dallas was just a massive blowout. Yep. And then this was a competitive game, but yep, that was when he got thrown out of the game. So yeah, that makes sense. I like Diabate over his assists. His rebounds under has been printing for me, but not in this matchup. No way, not with this pace. And then just to circle back to your Bam Adebayo take, I'm up over 40 units this season. I got to be down 10 units on Bam. So no. You bet it and you tail it and you win it. I cannot bet on Bam, bro. I'm never correct on Bam's usage, bro. Never, absolutely never.
The only thing I really get paid off with Bam is his assists, bro. Like his rebounds, I can't read it. Him to score, I can't read it. But yeah, I mean he's kind of he'd be running that like .4 sometimes.
Assists makes sense. I honestly don't think I've ran his assists once this season. So no, that makes sense. I'm gonna wait. Con Kneppel probably ends up in a threes late for me. I love his threes right now. That's my strongest lean so far in this game. Miles Bridges, let's look at his minutes last 10. 31, 31, 33. Yeah, they were low right after the suspension, but then we got 33, 31, and 31. So minutes look fine. Everybody's getting a bump on the Charlotte side because of the pace, kind of making it hard to bet. I'm probably cool off of this game. Do you have anything else? LaMelo and Con threes are my two closest look. LaMelo and Con threes.
I'm gonna get to somebody's. Like I said, this is the game I want to be in. So other than those two bigs for the Dimes, I'm looking at somebody's rebounds for the Hornets. Not necessarily Diabate, but maybe like a Miles Bridges. Whoever's playing the least amount of defense, who wants to get the rebound and push the pace. So either Diabate, maybe LaMelo Ball rebounds. I'm gonna take that.
LaMelo's assists. So it's a fast pace, and I know this was 6.5. Let's look at the juice on it. Oh, it's crazy, 6.5 now. Okay. Man, I don't know if I really like LaMelo's assists. We could go.
Look at LaMelo rebounds first time. If you're playing, if anybody in chat likes his assists, I'll run the RA.
Yeah, he had 8 versus them in the last matchup. Yeah, I think RA would be the way I would pivot, which I already said I liked his RA earlier. I like his threes better, but I'm not mad at the RAs. I would go RAs instead of assists, though. All right, let's move on to the next one. Nothing official in this one, but Kneppel's threes, LaMelo's threes, even LaMelo's RAs, all of those are pretty strong leans for me. Don't be surprised if you see a late at. Houston, I think this game's hard to really attack right now. So we've got Finney-Smith, questionable. I don't think props.cash is up to date. I think we got Sengun questionable. He was questionable yesterday in a back-to-back that went to OT. So, yeah, this one's going to be like I almost want to see what's happening with Sengun and some of these other guys before I really start dropping coin on this game. I think that's why the line is as close as it is. We had a request on Donovan Clingan double-double in this game. Clingan double-double. No head-to-head or did not do it in the head-to-head this season. What were his PRs? Is this year? Yes. 8 points and 15 boards. Another game this year, 12 points and 7 boards. Another game this year, 9 points and 8 boards. He's always right there. Let's see what his minutes were in those games. All right, 31 and 33. That's pretty comparable to what he should play tonight, 31 to 33. You could maybe dial that into 28 to 36. That's probably pretty fair. 36 on the high end. Let's go to the double-double now. We can remove this so I get a better idea. 61% hit rate. Difficult matchup versus the position. You're laying minus 115. I'm kind of split on the double-double. I couldn't talk you onto it or off of it. If Sengun doesn't go, I think you cruise. I also think if you wait for him to be announced out, that line goes to like 135. So it's an okay bet. Like if Sengun doesn't go, I love it at minus 115. If he does go, it's kind of like I don't hate it. That's kind of how I feel there. KD's points, I think the over is interesting. You just got to see who does and doesn't play. There's some 125s out there. Looks like this line's going down because there's a 120 now as well at Hard Rock. See what this line does throughout the day. He's hit 30 in every game versus them this season, 30, 37, and 30. So I definitely lean over. Yeah, I definitely lean over 26.5 even. Like I definitely lean over this number. 23rd free throws. They're decent in ISO though. So I don't know. I lean over KD. Nothing official there. Big slate. Reed Shepherd might be poised for a big game depending on who does and doesn't play. I think he's another person really reliant on the injury report in this game if you're able to play him or not. I'm going to keep it short and sweet with this game. I got a few leans, but I want to see who's playing. Nothing official. Next game does get kind of interesting. A lot of people aren't going to like this. I ran Nikola Jokic under 49.5 PRAs. Let me add it to the banner and let me explain why. I know you're going to look at this head-to-head chart and say, but didn't he go over in the last matchup? Sure. Double overtime game. Q5, Q6. So I went back and I looked in regulation. First half, 22. Second half, 24. That's 46. He had 46 PRAs in regulation. You also can go top 10 versus position. Last 10. We don't need this. My fault. Top 10 versus position, last 10. And then they are 1.5 point dogs at home. Okay. 50-50 on the season, 50-50. Add Jamal Murray. I think it stays the same. I think Aaron Gordon will play sparing minutes tonight. I don't know if it's worth adding him just yet. Let's go here. Prop plug, what's good? You got something for me?
Any day, anytime that the Knicks play a center who can start his offense from the perimeter, I run Josh Hart rebounds every trip. The head-to-head doesn't look great here, but he hasn't played. Like the last time Josh Hart played the Nuggets, Russell Westbrook played for the team. The last 3 games, Josh Hart has been rebounding great. He had 12 rebounds versus OKC, 7 versus Toronto. And then he had 10 rebounds versus the Spurs, who are the most comparable matchup here as far as like comparing Wemby and Jokic go. Josh Hart had 12 rebound chances and 10 boards in that Spurs matchup. I feel like this is a team where like usage is very concentrated. You know, Jamal Murray and Jokic are the 1 and the 2, and Josh Hart's not guarding either one of them. So in that pick and roll, pick and pop, Josh Hart should be floating. I like Josh Hart rebounds. I like him for 8. I like his double-double. Are either of these teams on a back-to-back? I think I could throw a wrench in this because if not, like I really do love that play.
I do not believe so. Last time Hart played was the 4th. Last time Jokic played,
The Nuggets played yesterday, actually. Yeah, so yeah, I like the Knicks. Yeah, I like Josh Hart rebounds in this one.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I think the market definitely is baking that in as well because you see a little bit of an elevated line. I think Brunson could have a crazy day. He smoked him in the last matchup, 51 PAs. Again, this was double overtime, but we
I
can
want to
see.
say Brunson Dimes versus them. No, like this is a matchup. The Nuggets.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, they were trapping when they just played Ant. They were trapping Ant at half court, and that's what they've been doing. They've kind of been eliminating number 1 options. You look at Brunson; he's at 9, 15, 17, and 9 assists the last 4 games he's played. Bro, look at Brunson potentials versus them. Look at Brunson potential assists versus the Nuggets. That's
19 is
nasty.
the last one. Yep.
So yeah, I could Brunson assists and Hart rebound.
I like Brunson PAs, honestly. I like Brunson PAs. I don't know if I like it enough to run it just yet, but I think he will. He's struggled recently, but he's dominated them. Assists make sense if you think he's doubled. He had 15 versus OKC, 10 versus Toronto, paying him minus 140. Yeah, I lean over the assists. I like the PAs. He's dominated them. Also liked Jamal Murray's points over in this one. 45 versus Utah, 28 versus my Lakers, 23.5 is the line. He had 39 points in the last matchup. Again, double overtime. But he performed incredibly well. I think his assists were decent in that one as well. He had 6, so just under that line. And 3 3-pointers made. We're getting a 3.5 threes. So I would stay off the threes, stay off the assists, but Jamal Murray points, definitely a lean to the over. I will say I wanted to bet Cats under PRs when I, logged in this morning. I wanted it to be like a point or 2 higher, though. Let's see what he did in regulation. 5, 9, 16. Yeah, he had 21 in reg. No opinions on Karl Anthony Towns. No opinions on Karl Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby, like, honestly, if he got a couple open threes off of a Jalen Brunson double team, wouldn't surprise me. Also, want to see what Josh Hart goes or what Josh Hart's minutes are before. Not Josh Hart. If Josh Hart plays, he is questionable, right? I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Outside of that, no opinions in this game from me. Pelicans versus New Orleans. We did have a request on Royce O'Neal. Did you have any thoughts in this game?
I know DeJounte Murray has been playing. He's been he's been playing hard, but I haven't looked at any props in this game. But that's just the first thing that comes to mind. Did these two teams just play last night?
I think they played recently.
Oh wait, no. The Pelicans played the Kings last night, I think. So Pelicans on a back-to-back, and DeJounte Murray has been like playing the second leg of a back-to-back type deal. So definitely has the freshest legs. He didn't play last night. The last game he sat. What was it? I think it was versus the Clippers. It was a back-to-back. He sat the first leg of it. His minutes are creeping up. He played 27 minutes last game versus the Lakers. Had 15 potential assists. So maybe his RA. Oh, he had 8. Yeah, DeJounte Murray's a good look in this game, bro. I like his RAs, rebounds, assists. Minutes creeping up, and he's getting potentials, and he's playing hard. He was on Twitter talking about they're trying to make a play-in push, so just kind of got to back it up.
Yeah, they don't have a draft pick anyways. He's off 2 days rest. Good deal. I was wondering what his rest situation was.
Like I know the Mark Williams is obviously out. So like the Suns just played the Bulls last night. Colin Sexton gave him 30. Nick Richards almost had a double-double. Lamar Miller, I think his name is, who started the 4. He had 9 rebounds as well. What I've noticed with DeJounte is he's not really playing defense. They're kind of letting him board up. That's why you've seen his rebound chances creep up the last 2 games. So versus this team, whatever he did versus like the Lakers, I see him doing similarly. And like I said, he did have 8 rebounds last game on 13 chances. So, you know me, I might get off with like a little rebound ladder here. Is Devin Booker playing? It's a back-to-back. I don't know.
It's a good question, but I assume he would.
Let me see what he does when he plays Devin Booker. From what I see, 3 games he's played Devin Booker. He's covered his rebounds all 3. Yeah, maybe like a rebound ladder. He's covered his points too. His points is at 13.5. Is that not low?
That's pretty low.
Yeah, like the PRs. PR got to be at like under 18. Yeah, something like that. I can fuck with that.
You know what? So this game is going to be very interesting. Derek Queen, first of all, minutes have been kind of wild. 26, then 19, 29, 19, 20, 18, 21, 28, 31. I don't understand what they're doing with Queen's minutes. Zion should get good run head-to-head this season. Yes, 29 minutes, 22 points. That was this season as well. 28 minutes, 20 points.
Well, right now it says they got Zion starting at the 5 they got Herb Jones like on RotoWire right now. I guess DeAndre Jordan's out of the rotation, so right now they got I don't know. Like Zion's their biggest person, but like if you look at last night versus the Kings, DeAndre Jordan wasn't in the lineup. Queen's minutes got up to 26 off the bench, but Zion is actually rebounding, and we're used to Zion getting offensive rebounds, right? Like that, he doesn't rebound, and I mean he picks and chooses. But last night he had 8 rebounds or 8 defensive rebounds. I mean, so if DeAndre Jordan's out of that rotation, finally he was kind of throwing a wrench in things, and you got Queen off the bench and whatnot. Yeah, this is a spot for some rebounding. It's kind of open floor, and then there's no Mark Williams, so. Like the Pelicans are weird, bro. I mean, they're playing for something, but like they don't know what their rotation is like. I'm looking at a projected starting lineup with Herb Jones and Zion at your 4 and 5, which is kind of crazy. So it just depends how you attack it.
I haven't played an over in a minute, but I think I found my first over.
Look at Zion rebounds at 5.5 plus money. What you thinking? What's you thinking over there?
I think I'm just going points. I'm not mad at the rebounds lean either, but
I'm not mad at anything Zion as long as he plays today. I don't know. I haven't seen that Iguodala dude play for the Suns, but I don't see anybody like stopping Zion. Is that guy big? That Iguodala cat?
I don't really know. He's not stopping Zion. That's all I know. Hey, bro. Yeah, we do like the assists over for Diabate. Prop plug said he liked that up to 3.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
I'm
worried
trying to go
about.
find.
Go ahead. Oh, we lost him. I will say, Baylor Shireman worries me today with Tatum possibly returning. I think he's in a spot where his minutes could subside here a little bit. I think I'm running the Zion joint though. Yeah, and we can get the 19.5 very available. Okay, first over. I'm going to bet 105. DK is good too. The score is good as well. Pinnacle, Fanatics, Caesars, MGM, Hard Rock, everywhere. One second. Let me bet it. Here it is. Trey points. We will go over that next. I am running Zion over. Third official play. Zion 20 plus. My apologies. I'm signing into my account. NBA. New Orleans. Bam. New Orleans versus Phoenix. Player props. Zion over points is minus 119. I play it there. Fuck it. Cool. Zion over. No write up, just putting stream release. All right, let me add that to the banner and we'll keep moving. Yep, definitely like the Zion over. Very, very, very widely available. All right, moving on. City Bay. I thought he was interesting. Now we've got DeJounte Murray most likely back. I think Bay had like 5 threes. No, that's a lie. I was looking at the wrong player. Maybe did Trey? Trey had 6 threes in the last matchup versus them. Okay, I knew somebody hit a bunch of threes. Let's remove the minutes here. He had 12 recently versus Milwaukee. I would lean over points and threes for Trey Murphy. What's good, prop plug? What's good? We can go.
Actually, I was trying to go look at last night's Pelicans game to see like rebound chances, but they didn't update it at all on the NBA site, so I can't see who had what.
Any Devin Booker thoughts tonight?
You're gonna probably think I'm tripping, but like I'll take Devin Booker for like 40 if he plays.
Yeah, the back-to-back worries me. This will be the first back-to-back since the last injury, right?
Yeah, go look at filter Devin Booker versus Zion. He's had some monster games with Zion and he Zion commented on his shorty picture, bro, on Instagram. I swear, no cap, man, no cap. Yeah, I swear it's a thing. Like Devin Booker has woken up for this matchup. So if he plays, like them 50 balls that he's had, Zion was in them matchups. So.
Yeah, another
But
game I think on the Phoenix side of the ball, you could run someone like Booker, but the other players like you got to be cautious on any unders in case he doesn't go.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I think somebody on the Phoenix team is going to make 5 threes tonight. I don't know who it's going to be. My goodness. Grayson had 10 threes versus them earlier this season. Royce had 5, different game. He had 4 in the same game. Grayson had 10. Somebody's going to smack a bunch of threes for Phoenix. I just don't know who it is. It could be all of them. Lean over Royce's threes, lean over Grayson's threes. Nothing official. Let's get on. We've got 2 more games trying to be in and out within an hour. Clippers versus San Antonio. San Antonio also on a back-to-back. I don't think we've got any injury news in this one. You have any thoughts in this game?
I'm kind of looking at this game with you. I haven't looked at this game yet.
I went over it this morning before stream. I looked at like some Benedict Mathurin overs,
Yes.
17 and a
Yes.
half. I've got some interest in that. Bottom 10 defense versus position, not been good. What were his minutes in that last game?
So I played Benedict Mathurin rebounds and a little revenge spot last game when they played the Pacers.
Yep.
He had 8. Same kind of thing with Jokic, where I like kind of like the Josh Hart look. If this game is close, either Kawhi Leonard or Benedict Mathurin got at least 8 rebounds when the game ends. They need somebody to play big. Clippers are not a big team. I could even see them maybe having to put Kawhi on him like a little bit. I just don't. They don't got a lot of people to match up with him. I mean, Brooke Lopez isn't going to stay on the court. Who's their backup big? That rookie, the guy I don't know how to pronounce his name. So Kawhi or Benedict got to rebound to keep this game close. Those are their best rebounders on the team, in my opinion. Oh, Andrew Wiggins doubtful in that Heat matchup. It just popped up.
Good. I don't have anything that would be affected by that.
Yeah, other than Kawhi or Benedict rebounds, that's all I got in this game.
So I had some thoughts. De'Aaron Fox points under with Wemby this season. Looks really good, post. And you got to think, like, Wemby was on a minutes limit, so you can really just dial this in, like, post-New Year. Under in 59% of games. I don't know. Is Chris Dunn going to match up with him? That's a difficult defensive matchup as well. Yeah, am I fading De'Aaron Fox on the Chris Dunn read? I mean, it's also
It just depends. Chris Duncan's also got Castle. Whoever, like Chris Dunn's one of their only good perimeter defenders. So whoever he's not guarding, like it's either Fox or Castle that's going to get off today for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Whoever he's not guarding. Still
Maybe.
16 and a half's out there. Market is going 15 and a half though.
Do they have to double team Wemby today? They don't have a body for him.
No, they do not.
I'm thinking his assist. I'm thinking Wemby assist.
Wemby's assist could be a good read.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think his threes could be.
Ooh. The last time Wemby played on a back-to-back, he had a 5 assists on 11 potentials versus Brooklyn. He's had 5, 4, and 6 assists in the last 3 back-to-backs. Assist lines at 2.5.
Man, Wemby's 3-point volume. Well, the price is dog shit actually. So no, let me just go to the assists. Assist price is kind of shitty too. Would you take the 4+ though?
Yeah, if I'm taking his assist, I'm taking him. Yeah.
Plus 175. Not mad at that. Let's
That's such a good price, bro. Plus
do this.
170.
Yeah,
I run
plus
him with Diabate.
That's
Diabate for 3 and Wemby for 4. Both plus 170 something.
That's a nasty combo right there. Do you have any Dylan Harper thoughts today?
I don't know. It's hard. Is Keldon and everybody in?
I'm not trusting props.cash injury stuff right now, so I don't know. I think if this game gets out of hand at all, which it's at home, I'm not making that my full handicap, but I would not be surprised if Dylan Harper played like 25 minutes tonight instead of 20, instead of 18. 23 to 27, 22 to 27, maybe more than the 18 to 20 tonight. I would lean over just about everything.
Hey, in the last 5 games that the Spurs have won by 15 plus, Wemby averages 5 assists. No. He averages 4.5 assists on 6 potentials and wins by 15 plus.
I don't know if they blow him out that much. The spread's 7, but I think
No, I'm just saying worst case. Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Yeah. I would lean over Wemby, and I would lean over Harper, though. I mean, that's just a lean. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're back. That's just a lean, but yeah, nothing official there. Yeah, low key, nothing official in that game. Let's get on to the last game. We're almost at an hour. Got 10 minutes to talk about my Lakers, who are awful. They haven't won as a dog since fucking Christmas time, I think, if not before. Back to back, LeBron was dealing with some elbow bullshit. I'd say they're rather cautious with him. They've got a pretty good runway into the playoffs here. As much as they'd like to move up a seed, I think, if you get in healthy, you live with it. And the other bullshit part of it is, though, like the starting 5 hasn't got a lot of time together. Everybody's been on a minutes limit while they've been there. So we can talk about Luka without Braun, Whit, Reeves. Let's just go last 20. 50% hit rate. We can go up on the minutes, though. I think we see 33. I don't know. They're 10.5-point favorites. I don't know if you want to go. There's only one game here where it's sub 33 anyways, so I think you're better off betting Reeves today without Braun. This season, over this line in 67%, 78% on his assists. You can play plus money. Middle of the pack versus assists. They will run you off the 3-point line, though, so don't be 3-point heavy on your assist guys.
There's a glaring spot to me. Aiden got. I didn't even watch the game. Aiden got bet in the second half, right?
Yeah, they called it an injury, but
on a back-to-back, I just seen Jackson Hayes play 27 minutes. Yeah. I can see him getting 8 rebounds tonight. Especially if he's if Aiden's not getting burned and it's already a back-to-back. Is Bron out? I don't see him on my
I think everybody's assuming so. He had a he had a left elbow injury last night. Not anything like too bad, but I think it's just he's old. They're cautious. He's not playing tonight.
Like what's a floor for Jackson Hayes tonight? 20 minutes? I feel like the 20. I mean, that's not a floor, but like that's a safe number to expect. I feel.
Yeah, a safe number. I would say like 20 to 28 if I had to expect anything, but like there is no safe with JJ.
For sure. Yeah. But yeah, if he gets, I could see. Just depends. That's like a last shot of the night. Just straight it, take him for 8 rebounds, maybe even a double-double. He just had 19 points. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Yeah, man. Hey, chat. If y'all want a straight Jackson Hayes double-double, I would not be mad at you.
Yeah, I like the 10-plus points alone, so I'm not mad at going double-double here. You see they give up a bunch to the position. Give up a bunch of double-doubles. Price is plus 1,100. I'm not mad at that. Shakir, I was kind of talking about that. I like his points and assists. It's not a last 10 play, it's a without LeBron play. And then the thing that worries me is the blowout possibility, if not probability. I lean over though. I do 100% lean over. I had another look in this one. J Huff under his PRs, 14.5. Under this in 64% of games played this season when they lose by 10 or more. Then you look at the minutes recently. 25, 28, 2 games over 28, but I really think 25 to 28 is where we end up. We could even go like 24 to 30. $32 is a season high. Then it's a 67% hit rate. So I decided to stay off, but I do lean under J Huff. I do lean over Marcus Smart's points, 8.5 minus 127. The thing that's not good is he likes to shoot the threes, and they are very good versus the threes. He doesn't create off the dribble a lot. So I haven't ran that yet either, but that was another one of my leans. And that's going to kind of wrap up the show on my thoughts. We've got 3 officials with 1-2 unit play. Prop plug, I'm going to open it up to you and then the chat. Any thoughts, questions, concerns in the Lakers game?
Yeah, I'm taking a stab at that, Jackson Hayes. Other than that, I'm cool. Good luck betting on Lakers on a back-to-back with you don't know who's out versus a Pacers team who's tanking.
Yeah, going to be nothing official in that game for me either. What time is it? 52 minutes in. We did good today. I do expect the slates to stay somewhat under an hour going forward just because there's so much injury news that we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. I'll go back to – there we go. Go back to full screen. We'll recap real quick and then get out of here. 3 plays, kind of like 4 plays. Derek White under 27.5 PRAs. I ran that once at 26. Books moved against me. I ran it again, ran it at under 27.5 PRAs. Nikola Jokic under 49.5 PRAs. I know it looks worrisome. He only had 46 in regulation versus New York in their last matchup. And then an over. We haven't had an over, I don't think, on the show in a day or two. So Zion Williamson over 19.5 points. 20+ is available everywhere. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Best of luck tonight. Tomorrow's Saturday. 50-50 if I go tomorrow, but we'll definitely be back Monday. Best of luck tonight. I'll catch y'all next stream.